Hello there, Gemini. My name's Frankie, and I'm coming to you from spirits-healing-readings.com, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium, and an empath. And I've been doing readings for 27 years now, and I keep thinking it's going on 28, so there you go. Anyhow, this reading is for Gemini for the month of September of 2016, and what I've done for you for the month is I've pulled 4 cards for the month, and I'm going to use the bottom card for an overall view. At the end of the reading, we'll put angel card, lay an angel card to see how that brings everything together. I am not an astrologer, so I've looked up the astrology for you, and the emphasis is in your 4th house for this month, and it means new undertakings, the end of long-term affairs, elders, parents, guardians, and your community and home matters. And what I wanted to say to you is if the reading doesn't resonate with you, you might want to look up your moon sign and your rising sign to get a better view or a bigger overall view of the picture, because this is a general reading. And because I am an empath, I will speak as if I am you, so all of us right now are Geminis. And Spirit gave me a few words before the reading, and the words are patience, clarity, and purification. And this is pretty interesting based on what we're seeing here in the cards for the month. Your first card here on the bottom of the deck for the overall view, and like I said, I think these cards will blend in and out for the month instead of week by week, because that's normally the way I would believe it works for me. And the Page of Pentacles is your overall view. And as you can see, that's a young guy, young dude there. Normally they think of pages as younger people, but in this case, the Page of Pentacles is the guy, let's put it that way, that has their eyes on the prize. As you can see, he's looking at a pentacle, and a pentacle to me is material worth. Bucks in the real world. I don't know what it means to anyone else, but that's what it means to me. And this Page of Pentacles, he is very focused and very capable, and I'm going to say, because they gave us patience, his eyes are on the money, or the way to make money, or the money that is due him, or money coming in. Sometimes with this particular page, or a good financial news, good message around money, which is all right with me. And this page is someone who is so focused. Let's say if he was a scholar or in school or something like that, this is so focused on their studies. So in this case, he has money, that they see nothing else but that's it. So focus is going to be on what you need to achieve, I believe, and I believe it's going to be achieved with enthusiasm, clarity of sight, by knowing my skills that I possess, and with that expectancy that it's coming for me. And I think that's pretty darn exciting, because the first card and another one of the signs got this also is the Magician, and it's upright. So the Magician card is number 1, right, in the deck. So it's new everything, new beginnings, new partnerships, new jobs, new, you name it, it's new. It's something that I am materializing, and it's something that I have all the tools in my belt to be able to bring it forth into manifestation. Now that's a pretty good deal for you, because you're laying a foundation here for achievement, and it feels like financial achievement. And so I just want to be paying attention to solving any problems around that, whether they're work-related, home-related, however, they come down, because this is a general reading. The one thing I caution when I see the Magician card is, yes, I have all the tools to bring this forth, and yes, I can manipulate the energy to bring it forth. But when we have the Magician card, we always want to keep that integrity, truthfulness, honest look at everything that's going on around us, that clarity of thought. Because if the Magician owns the tools, the Magician has the tools, the Magician must use the tools in an appropriate manner. Because even though we may have the tools, if we use them in an inappropriate manner, they come back and bite us in the butt every time, like any spiritual tool will if we have used it inappropriately. So patience. I'm weighing, I'm moving forward with something financially here, a birth of a new idea. Maybe it's even a new relationship. This is a general reading, Maybe the new relationship brings me financial security in some way or form. But I am making sure I use all these tools. I've focused on my tools. They're calm for patience. So focused on my tools. What do I have in my handy dandy bag that I can use to bring this forward? And what I'm thinking I have in my handy dandy bag of tools here is a lot of skills and a lot of backup, and I know which tools to pull out of that bag to use for my benefit financially. So I'm not going to make any changes that are going to unsettle my security, but I'm going for it. There's something new coming here. There's something that is good for me, and I'm going for it. I'm being patient about it. I'm weighing the value of my tools so far, and I'm keeping my eyes on the prize. And maybe the eyes on the prize is not just money, but it may be some kind of a material manifestation. Maybe it's a new home. Maybe, it's a new job, but it will be in the material plane, because a pentacle is earth oriented. So I almost said, don't get too stubborn here. We shouldn't get too stubborn, but then I looked at this card, and perhaps we're going to be. Because here we have the Seven of Wands, and when I look at the Seven of Wands, it looks like he's beating down all the competition. But I think basically this guy is a guy that knows, or a woman, because it's a general reading, that knows when to pick and choose the battles and always comes up on top if they have used these tools appropriately, is the word I'm searching for in my head. He looks pretty enthusiastic here, doesn't he? He's like, that's the competition, and pretty basically, you're going down because I'm defending what is right. And when we have a Sevens of Wands, it's usually the person in the position who has the skills, who is defending what is right, what is truth, what is right, what is clear, right? And they have the patience to stand in this position also, right? It's not a healthy position, or it is a healthy position. It's not a fun position. That's the way I want to say that. Because the next card we have here is the Nine of Wands. And this guy here has all those wands behind him. He's still hanging on to one, and he may look battered and bruised, but obviously you don't have to answer the phone for me there, guys. I guess, I'll get it when we're done. Anyways, he's all battered and bruised and got a bandage on his head, but he has obviously come through the battle, and he's on top. and that's the way it feels to me. So being as we have these two cards right here, you want to avoid picking the wrong time for any kind of a showdown, because we have the right time for everything, because we have the Magician and eyes on the prize here. You know, the other card, the last card that we have in here, you know, and this is someone who knows this Nine of Wands here. They know their skills. They know their abilities. They know what they deserve, and they are willing to come through this, even if they're bandaged up a little bit, because they are on the side of right. Now, the next card we have here is the Nine of Swords. And that just doesn't look like a fun card to me. Every time I look at the Nine of Swords, I think to myself in my head, good God, that's that guy that wakes you up at 2 o'clock in the morning and starts talking to you, and like, did you do this right? Did you do that right? Did you remember that? Did you remember that? Or it starts going over an argument that I had, 20 years before, and it's talking to me about the argument, and I'm still mad, and I'm thinking, I'm the one that's awake, and the person I'm arguing with doesn't even have a clue. So this card, in this case, is like, it's reversed, but it kind of makes that even more prevalent. That wake me up in the middle of the night because of the reversal of it. So when it's reversed, it's like I must take an honest assessment of myself, my skills. What is it that's waking me up in the middle of the night and making me worry about this or worry about that? As long as I use these tools the Magician gave me in an appropriate manner, I have no worries. I know I am deserving of, maybe this is a pay raise, or maybe, I'm going into a partnership where there's a lot of finances involved in this. I know that I'm in the right position. So let's not take things like personally. We are moving forward, and it could be job oriented, it could be relationship oriented, it can mean a lot of things, because like they said, this is an end of long-term affairs. So, that was one of the things, the issues in the 4th house issues. Maybe I'm changing my job and I have all these skills and I know this is the right way to do it. Or maybe I'm leaving a relationship or something, and I've thought it all over. I'm not doing this for manipulation. I'm doing it, or if it's alimony, this Page of Pentacles, am I taking the right thing that is my due, versus overstepping my bounds or thinking I am due more than I am. So, this looks like an excellent month if these two tools are used in an appropriate manner. It feels as if it's bringing to me some endings that were going to be anyhow. It's bringing to me some kind of clarity and money. It's bringing to light situations that are around me that I'm willing to stand up, for myself in, I'm willing to stand up for myself, and I'm going to do it enthusiastically. I'm not going to change anything that unsettles me. I'm going to change the things that bring me in a movement forward, is the way that they're talking about it, so that I can bring myself a step forward. So I'm not doing this like in a stubborn attitude. Of course, I need a little bit of stubbornness to make it through these little squabbles or battles, or to show where I am on the ladder, so to speak, like this Page of Pentacles. I think this is all really interesting because if it is around my home life, I'm probably going to make some kind of big changes or renovations, and I have all the tools here that I need, or the finances that I need. If it's a work position, perhaps I'm up for a promotion and I know my skills. I know my worth, If it is something that, let's say, maybe perhaps someone said I did something wrong or I used a magician tool inappropriately. That's not true. I'm willing to go forward and let this truth be, have the truth be known and go through the battle, because I've done honest assessments of myself. There's a lot going on here for this month. So let's not be stubborn or, invite the wrong time to bring these issues forward. Let's use the tools of the magician to bring some clarity and forethought into the situation and know my value. That's basically what they're saying. Know my value. And it's real important to me this month, So that purification process, if I'm going to cry, I might as well cry and get it over with, put the Band-Aid on my head, and step forward. Take my position. And that's the way it's coming down for the month. Let's see what these angel cards have to say. Because this is looking pretty good, even with our words, being a little bit patient, being willing to stand. Wait till you see what your angel card is here. Have confidence there, Gemini. You can pull this off. It says, moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us for if your confidence wavers, and we will buoy your courage and your faith. So Gemini, don't lose any faith here. That's for absolute sure. Because you have the skills, you have the ability, you have it all right here. Let's see what your other meanings are here for your have confidence card. Whoops, I think I just went right past it. It says, this card is a message from your angels saying, you can do it. And that's what Spirit's been telling you. You can do it. You're the magician. It says, trust that you have all the ingredients, all your tools it takes to complete the mission that's before you. Although you may not completely understand how you'll fulfill this task, have faith that you will be continually guided. The more you can depersonalize this mission and know that it's not about you, the better. Don't listen to the voice that asked, who, me? You are utterly worthy, since you are the perfect son or daughter of the Creator, and the angels surround you every step of the way. Don't worry, Gemini, you got it. Take an honest assessment here. The additional meanings for the card is stay in the moment and focus on one step at a time. Be this Page of Pentacles here. Be this Page of Pentacles. Eyes on the prize. Give all your worries or concerns to God and the angels, and ask the angels to increase your faith and trust God's love and wisdom are working through you. Well, what better message could you get for September? Looks pretty good for me. Well, Gemini, that's your reading for September, and I want to thank you all for being here with me and all the time you spend, and for all of your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. I really enjoyed the comments, and if you want to know more about me, Information's down below here, and you can go to the website and look it all up, and there's information there on how to book a reading with me. And for all of you that have made readings with me, I really enjoyed meeting you all. It has been really a pleasure, and I thank you all again, and I will see you in October. Bye-bye.